get it. Told the coach she gave me minutes. Still complaining why we living. They don't like how I be winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance. Gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian. He the reason, yeah, he did it. Gotta get it. Told the coach she gave me minutes. Still complaining why we living. They don't like how I be winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance. Gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian. He the reason, yeah, he did it. Yeah, they liking how I'm living. I've been praying hard, but I've been praying like a Christian. I just need my minutes. To my partners, gotta get it. I ain't breaking swept cause my team, they always win it. I've been making moves like we on. Don't hate, but I'm mad at all. We said I'm blessed, about to grab it though. See me doing good, but I just like to go. They want beef because they rapping, not afraid to make it happen. Pretty because they never say they're at my acting. Y'all like you my captain, put my mom inside a mansion like a boss, but they can't have it. I go hard like me and Natty. Check off, super clean like I'm at it. Ayy, double V, recipes, William Menace. Send them blessings, I've been praying for my passing, yeah. This a dream on the team, we're massive, yeah. We gotta get it, told the coach she gave me minutes. Don't complain on why we living, they don't like how I be winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance, gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the reason, yeah, he did it, yeah. Gotta get it, told the coach she gave me minutes. Don't complain on why we living, they don't like how I be winning, yeah. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance, gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the reason, yeah, he did it.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
And a total of 6 players out of action for tonight. The basketball gods seem to be displeased.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for reporting for the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics. I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Lakers, Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2-guard spot. And the shot goes down.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Inside. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Harris.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Here's Schroeder, and it's sent back by Irving. Harris dishes to Green, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Schroeder, his 3-pointers off the mark.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
Green passes to Harris. Nets passing it around. Jordan kicks to Green. Harris trying to get free. Green, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The blazing speed of Dennis Schroeder enabling him to keep the defense off balance.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jordan finds Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Schroeder outside. Green with the block.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
In the corner, Harden. Right side, Jordan. To the paint, lock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Knocks it loose. Lakers have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Nobody near Schroeder, and the 3 ball is good. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Shooting confidently from long range. Schroeder with a great balance on that shot.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And the first one at the line is good.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
And so he hits both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Lakers trail by 3. Gasol passes to Schroeder. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Green dishes to Irving. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. They grab their own miss. Harden surveying the D. It's stolen by Morris. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Passes it to Harris. And the Nets miss again. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Schroeder. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Schroeder's got 9.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Harden kicks to Harris. Harden the pass to Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. A deep 3 from Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 7.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
It's tipped. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Jordan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Nice break. The Lakers. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, you're not all going to go down.
Floats one up, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
It's stolen by Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Morris drops them both. Nets trail by 6. feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jordan. Kuzma against Harris. 5 to shoot. Brown outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Latrey unable to get that one. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. Great D that time from Griffin.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's blocked by Brown. Pass to Luwawu. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Matthews, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the Nets making a change here as well. Chioza's checked in.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Now here's Griffin. Passes it to Claxton. Here's Brown. Lets it fly from 18. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Griffin. He goes up again. A rebound by the Lakers.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Matthews with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Harrell trying to free himself up. No one covering. And the Lakers lead by 3.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Brown outside. And there's the pass to Luwawu. Here's Claxton. To the inside. Morris with the block.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Matthews, no one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on Schroeder. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Horton Tucker. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Outside Matthews. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Here's Brown. Tries again. Morris with the block.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Good on the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Brown. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. They recover it. Harrell, that's good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. 11-point game.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Left side, Brown. Here's Matthews, and it's Matthews with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The Lakers, another fast break chance right here. And Kuzma slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Luwawu. Off target from outside. Here's Caruso. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Caruso's got 5.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%. Yeah, and early on, doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Johnson outside. Brown against Matthews. Pass to Luwawu. 6 on the shot clock. There's Brown with the 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
I don't know what to say. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Harrell. To the middle. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And he gets the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Kuzma with it. Morris passes to Caruso. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The 3 from Johnson, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. You know, that's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and be in the foxhole with those guys is, it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Harrell. Also, Marc Gasol is out. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Matthews. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Schroeder outside, and the Lakers with another miss. Nets trailed by 13, down low, and stolen by Harrell. Now the Lakers on the break. Out to Kuzma.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Caldwell Pope against Brown, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Harrell. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. That shot missing. Griffin with some nice D. In transition, here come the Nets. No good from Luwawu. Los Angeles leading by 13. Kuzma outside. And Griffin sends it back. And he's able to get it back. But they recover it. Harrell. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Griffin passes to Irving. Fires from deep. Cranes the three-pointer. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Schroeder. Sweet little floater. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Deadly with the teardrop. Schroeder gets great lift and uses his touch to guide it in.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can attack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 13 and denied. He sends it right off the glass. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kyrie Irving. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Inside, here's Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Irving.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Now here's Kuzma. Harrell the pass to Kuzma, and that one good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Lakers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Kuzma. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
For Brooklyn, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Johnson, he's checked in for Irving. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 15. Here's Kuzma. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Gioza. Here's the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Los Angeles leading by 14. They double him with Green. Here's Caldwell Pope. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Nets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Johnson. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Horton Tucker. Morris kicks to Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
There's the pass to Gioza. Back to Harden. Fires the three. Horton Tucker with the rebound. LA has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. No good. Shot missing. Nets trail by 14. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. To the inside. Morris passes to Horton Tucker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Horton Tucker's got his second bucket of the night. Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And here's Harden for 3. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. The big dunk at the end of the break.
A blur in the open court. Schroeder covers ground in a hurry.
On the wing, Brown. The dish to Griffin. Rebounded by the Lakers. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Nets passing it around. And here's Harden for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Matthews with the steal. Here's Gasol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden right side. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Gasol. It's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
Terrific play call, and that's where you want to see Marc Gasol. He can use his combination of skill and size.
Pass to Harden. From deep three-point range, and it's Brown missing.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Nets trail by 14, and the jam by Harden.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
Here's Caruso. He's got 7, and Morris throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Now here's Jordan. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And that one's good, Caruso. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now here's Griffin.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
You know, when healthy, Blake Griffin is still a force. He's an athletic, multifaceted big man.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Matthews, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
76% from the line a season ago.
Both free throws good from Matthews. Here's Chioza. 5 points in the game. Brown the pass to Chioza. Brown against Matthews. Pass to Chioza. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers with the rebound. Horton Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 11.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Brown, good.
There's just a handful of big men in this league that you're comfortable running the offense through. Griffin is one of those guys.
And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers lead by 15. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screen, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. You know, we're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He ended up with 17 points and 2 assists. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
I love how they opened the game. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just attractive. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them. But I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them money.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the point. Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Lakers passing it around. Deflects the pass. Gasol with it. Guarded now by Irving. The shot's good from Gasol.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Brown. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Banked in off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game. Here's Griffin, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
We know how strong Griffin is, but he has the ability also to adjust his body in midair to draw the contact.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Now, here's Kuzma. 7 points in the game.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 17, and there it is for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And the Lakers with possession here. That's tipped. Irving with it. Gasol covering. Irving dishes to Griffin. Here's Harris, and he lays it straight in. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
To the paint, Schroeder. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
There's Brown with the 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half. 0 turnovers. But since the break, he's been a disaster.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin against Schroeder. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in. And the Lakers with possession here. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Gasol trying to free himself up. It's deflected. To the middle, Griffin, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's a rough way to make a living, but somebody has to do it. Blake Griffin absorbing a lot of contact in the painted area.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Griffin no good on that one. Knocked away. Griffin with the steal. Claxton with the bucket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. 6-point lead. And it's Schroeder missing.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Chiozza. Here's Griffin. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Griffin's got 17.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game, his tremendous instincts on the glass.
Here's Schroeder and the powerful one-handed slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that no.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harris. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Passes to Horton Tucker. It's tipped, and they're able to recover.
In the paint, Kuzma goes on the attack, making sure to play into the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
The Nets making a switch here. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. Kuzma, that's good. Nets trail by 7. On the wing, Johnson. The pass to Luau. Here's Chiozza. He's guarded by Schroeder. Johnson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Here's Kuzma. Got a piece of it. To the wing on the left. Here's Chiozza. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. So he gets them both. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And he recovers it. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Luau's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kuzma, that's good.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Chiozza. He has 7. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Kuzma's got 7 points for the quarter.
And at Kuzma's size, he could do more of this. Crash the offensive glass, keep the possession alive.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
The Lakers making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Johnson kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Luwawu's shot is off. It's stolen by Green. Back to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here is Matthews. He's got 7. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Caruso. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Softly drops in the floater. Caruso's got 13 points. Johnson outside. On the wing, Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. Passes it to Johnson. Jeff Green on the wing. 6 to shoot. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Green's got his first points in this one.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Down low, it's stolen by Johnson. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up the road.
Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson right side. He kicks to Green. Now the pass to Johnson. For the lead. A rebound by the Lakers. Harrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Pass to Luwawu. And here is Green. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
What's up? And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brooklyn making some changes. Chioza's checked in, and it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. And that one misses. The Lakers in the lead. Matthews goes in, and it's Matthews with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Back to Harden. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Horton Tucker. He has 6. Harrell the pass to Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. 2 shots. And Morris drops them both. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Johnson.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And Harrell snaps it in.
The bench loves that play from Montrezl Harrell. His physicality makes him hard to stop.
Harden against Matthews. Pass to Perry. Kicks it out to Harden. This one for 3. He's off on that one. Good D by Matthews. Los Angeles leading by 6. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Matthews. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. Here's Chioza. He's got 7. From deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Chioza's got 5 points now this quarter.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
It's tipped. Here's Claxton. Shoots the 3. And the Nets another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Lakers on top. They lead by a bucket. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Chioza. To take the lead. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Schroeder. Gasol trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Schroeder's got 25 points in the game. Back to Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's Luwawu. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Luwawu's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Nets leading by 8 to the inside. Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
making a change here, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Some room here for Schroeder, and too long on the shot.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. The pass to Harris. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. Poked away. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Intimidating presence on defense. DeAndre Jordan has all the tools in his toolbox.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. A nice shot by Gasol.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Now, here is Irving. Harris kicks to Irving. Harris looking it over. Carries it from 3-point range. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Jordan. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Gasol.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Inside, here's Jordan out to Harris. Harris draws the double. 5 on the clock. Jordan rejected by Gasol. A 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Good on the bucket.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Brooklyn leading by 7. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Johnson against Schroeder. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause. Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Back to Harris. Johnson against Schroeder. Pass to Claxton. Now Harris jacks up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
With the size of Marc Gasol, it's awfully tough to bother his shot without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Johnson.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
It's stolen by Schroeder. The teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, when Dennis Schroeder gets hot, he can take over.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Harris. Again, the Nets for two.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Schroeder passes to Kuzma.
We haven't seen a ton of signature dunks from Kuzma, but he ended that one right there.
Harden outside over Caldwell Pope. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Launches it, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Harris. Harden's got 19 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his third foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
For three, Harris, and the Nets, another three.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And stolen by Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Schroeder outside. Morris into the lane.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Green finds Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half. Harden against Schroeder. Pass to Gasol. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Great D that time from Irving. Nets leading by 18. It's stolen by Schroeder. Horton Tucker, that's good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Rebound, Brooklyn.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire. They really put the hammer down.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Irving double team. And here's Harden for three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're up by 20. 43 seconds left in the game. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Wasted no time on that one.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And here are the Nets. have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Harris inside the line. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Harden with the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. It's Matthews on the wing, and so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you guys were down early, but you came back. At what point did you take over the game?
I think we still came out a little flat at the beginning of the game, but, we got ourselves together, gathered ourselves, and we know that, in order to win games and championships, we have to come out and get stops. So that's what we did.
And that turned things around, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.